Hey everybody, welcome back to another Baldur's Gate 3 guide. In this one I'm going to be covering Duellist Prerogative, which is a rapier, so a finesse weapon that you can get in Act 3. I'm going to be covering where to start the quest, the items you're going to need, as well as how to actually complete the quest itself. So as always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright, to actually get started on this quest, we're going to come here to the Basilisk Gate in the lower city of Baldur's Gate. So this is, like I said, Act 3. So if you haven't progressed this far, don't worry. Just eventually you'll get here just by the story. So come to the right of the waypoint, and you're going to come up these stairs and come into the Basilisk Gate Barracks. Inside you're going to find an NPC named Lora who's talking to the fists in here about her lost daughter. So just follow the dialogue options and tell her you'll help her. There's two ways to go about this quest. You can just immediately beeline it towards the Drunken Mermaid if you want to. I would advise against that and just follow the path I'm taking, and it's going to lead you to Garlow's hideout or whatever it's called, and you're going to find some anti-hag support group basically. So just follow the path I take, and you're going to have a lockpick or somebody with a knock to open this door. But then when you get inside, it'll make sense why you're going to stop here first. So I already had the door open here, so I loaded another save where I hadn't. So to show you, it's only a DC 15. You'll go inside, you'll go through some conversations with these members, and they're going to tell you that their leader is upstairs, who you may or may not remember from Act 1, depending on if you did the Hags scene. So when you go upstairs, you're going to find a sheep. This sheep, if you have Speak with Animal handling, will basically reveal who it is. If you don't, that's okay too. You don't need it. All you're going to do is find this little voodoo doll in the back here, and you're just going to blow it up. So fire doesn't work. It's immune, and I believe it's also immune to poison. And I believe it's also immune to psychic. So you can use your fighter, you can use archery, you can use any spell that's basically not poison, fire, or psychic. Just the easiest way to go about that. Whenever you do finally break the voodoo doll, Myrina will be the sheep, so she will tell you all about her journeys, if you couldn't have figured it out with Connor standing there, I guess. But yeah, so Myrina got here, and she's led this anti-hag support group, and they're trying to find a way to take down the hag that's currently in Baldur's Gate. So what you're going to do is, after you've broken that and she reveals herself, you're going to find out that one of the support members was actually a red hat the entire time. So just take that member out. You'll get a bit more lore from that member. It'll have Ethel obviously being involved again, so you're going to need to deal with her. If you haven't dealt with Ethel in the first act, that's okay. You can still do this. Just be mindful that your choices may be a little bit different than mine, because I did fight Ethel and I did save Myrina at the same time. So I exploited her, exploited Ethel, and took her +1 to whatever stat. So yeah, just be mindful your choices might be a little different. So once you're done here, you've finished off the red hat and got all your lore done, come here and get this safe. It's behind the staircase. You're going to need this ashes in order to successfully complete the quest and get that rapier. You're also going to get these two books. You can read them if you want. They're just more lore on kind of how to stop the hags. And what you're going to need is a essence, because in order to make this Hag's Bane grenade, which is what will allow you to actually complete the quest, you need to get an essence. Any of the 7 essences you see here. There might be more. I just maybe haven't unlocked them all. But you need one of these to craft the Hag's Bane. So if you don't have the required ingredients, I'm going to show you a few spots you might be able to go. So the first spot here is the Apothecary. You can get here if you go to the Rivington or the South Span Worms Crossing. It'll be on the left side just before the bridge, 2nd floor, so just kind of walk up these steps and there should be a sign. Walk inside, you'll talk to this Stylen Horst member, and he will give you a few options. You can get like the toad, it's like toad something, toadstool, there we go, toadstool, or some truffles. Either one is fine. You just need 3 of either. I just buy them all out here to show you. If you already had the essence, don't worry about it. You don't need to do this part. It's just in case you didn't have it. So just showing you here some of the options. If you've already bought everything from him, another option is here in Bloomridge Park. There's a few toadstools. There might be more than 2. I only found 2 on this playthrough, but I also came here earlier, so I may have picked some up. Just be on the lookout. They're like little yellow mushrooms. Yeah, you need 3, so just try to find some. If you have them already, like I said, you can completely disregard this and just move forward with the creation of the Hag's Bane. Just make sure you have the Hag's Bane ready to go before you actually get to Ethel, so that you don't forget about it. Okay, now we're going to move back a little bit to the old Garlow's place, where those anti-hag support group kind of thing was. Just for simplicity's sake. So from here, we're going to actually go towards where Ethel is. She's actually over here at the Drunken Mermaid. So you can go down this alleyway and under here, under this like little overhang, and you'll actually get right, it's right nearby. If you go too far to the right here and get too close to the wall, and you did fight Ethel in the beginning and killed her, or forced her to leave, she will be hostile. So if you get too close to that wall on that end, she'll actually initiate combat like through the wall, and it's really annoying because then everyone has to do like turn-based, and it's stupid. So try to avoid that. Just try to walk in through the front door, and you'll see that for me, she's already red. She's already aggressive. So I walk in, and as soon as she sees me, combat starts. All you have to do is hit her one time, and she'll break the disguise, and then you're going to have a conversation with her. The big thing with this is once she goes, she'll run, basically she'll teleport away like she did the first time you fought her, and she's going to let out a few of these red hats. Just fight them, finish them off quickly, and then you'll just progress down to the basement, to the cellar where she's actually hiding. Alright, now that the red caps are all dealt with, you can make your way downstairs to the actual lair for Ethel. So it's right behind where she was standing. Go down that cellar, and then you'll be an invisible wall, like up that little keg area. Just walk through it. Even if your character fails a perception check, you can still walk through it. And then you'll go through these doors. There are a bunch of traps down here, so you can do one of a few things, I guess. Just have someone disarm everything. You can just avoid them, or you can send someone in to just detonate them all, like your tank or something, or somebody that's resistant. You don't actually need to fight all these guys if you don't want to. I do, because I like, one, the experience, and then two, there's lore on them, so there's like little notes of like how they were turned by Ethel, so I grab those. There's nothing like super gear-wise here, so don't worry too much if that's what you're going for. Once you're done with them, though, there's this trap that you should disarm right in front of the gate. Just disarm that, and then there'll be a main door that you'll walk into. Now, Ethel will start this fight invisible, so either send someone that can see invisible, or do an AoE on this little like mossy patch right where Karlach is. I made the mistake of sending Karlach up first, thinking that she would reveal her. She did not, but my main character did. Big note here, again I want to emphasize, do not kill Ethel before you apply the Hags Bane potion. So I should have done it there to make her regurgitate, and then I could have done the fight normally. But yeah, if you kill the hag before you use the potion, no matter what, you won't be able to get the rapier, and the girl will die, so you can't complete the quest. So, another thing about this fight, the actual mechanic itself are these mushrooms. You need to kill all the mushrooms before you can kill Ethel. If Ethel's still alive, if any of the mushrooms are still alive while Ethel dies, she will just come back, and it won't matter. If you've never fought Ethel before, she does this like mirror image things that you're seeing right now, where she'll make a bunch of clones and they'll kind of go off and then they'll turn invisible. What you want to do is either use an AoE or use magic missile before they have a chance, because all it takes is 1 point of damage for them to disappear. Alright, so now this is where I actually show you using the Hag's Bane potion. Don't be silly like me, and actually make sure you have the throw option on your bar. So go to common, find the throw button, and then you're going to throw your Hag's Bane potion at her. You may notice when it actually goes to throw it, it says like an 80% chance to hit. I did this test quite a few times, and it worked every time, so I'm not sure if that 80% I just got really lucky, like 6-7 times, or if it really does have a chance to fail, and I don't know, or if it doesn't have a chance to fail, right? So if you did fail this, please put in the comment section below so I can update. but otherwise I'm just going to go on the premise that it's just a weird visual bug. It's a visual bug, excuse me. So to be safe, I would save right before, unless you made multiple of the potions. And then you're going to get this cutscene where she vomits up the child. You can do any of the dialogue options that you want, but then you should get a journal update that says save Vanra, or Vanra. Whenever that's done, combat is combat. You're just going to finish off the mushrooms, then you're going to finish off Ethel, and then you'll be done. Pretty straightforward. After this combat's done, I'll show you where to go to actually turn the quest in, and then to actually collect the rapier itself. This combat, like I said, isn't too difficult. The hardest one is getting to this one in the back over here, but just use somebody with range. They have about 50 health. The mushrooms will heal to full at the end of every round though, so you don't want to just like poke them. You want to be able to kill them in one round, or you're not going to be able to do enough. So just rounding out the rest of this combat, just using Fairy Fire to reveal the Hags, and then Magic Missile to take them out. Eldritch Blast, I realized, could probably also work pretty well, especially because you get 3. But here, I'm just trying to move everybody over to finish that last mushroom off before I finish off Ethel, because obviously need to kill the last mushroom up there in the top. And Ethel herself doesn't drop a lot of loot. She drops a ring that's good for sorcerers, I think. Sorceress. It's like some sort of wild magic thing, I think. You'll see it here in a second. But other than that, that's the whole combat. So make your way back out the way you came in. Go through that invisible door, go back up the cellar, and you're just going to make a left out of the main door, and you're going to go straight east to Lora and her daughter. When you get there, you'll actually receive your reward. You'll get the rapier, and you'll get a necklace that can let you cast gaseous form and like gust or something like that. So pretty useful, but the rapier is really what you're after. So hope you enjoyed the video overall. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to have a few more videos coming out that are all Baldur's Gate related. I'm going to have a few quest guides, as well as some more weapon guides, and a tour of Baldur's Gate for those of you that might not even be at Baldur's Gate yet, because there is a lot in Baldur's Gate, and it is very easy to get distracted, very easy to get just thrown way off course from the main quest. I've spent a ton of hours in Act 3, and it took me like 5 days to get to like the main quest after getting there from Act 2. So there is a lot to do here. There's a lot of story, there's a lot of lore. So I don't want to spoil too much, but I want to give you all as many good items and good things to be on the lookout for. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please, like I said, subscribe if you want to see that kind of content. I am having a blast making this stuff. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you in the next one.
And after all, it's not just me anymore, because the precious sweet Venra sits in my belly, growing fat with... Unfortunately, that leaves me in a pickle. So,